welcome back to my channel, ShadeTV. If you haven't already, don't forget, hit that subscribe button at the end of this, give it a thumbs up, as well as comment if you have any questions. My name is Marissa Hill, and this is going to be our first video that we've done with lace tying. So if you haven't already, go back, watch my unboxing of the Air Jordan 1 Royal Toes. These are some OG silhouette shoes that are on my list of top favorites. Today, I'm going to show you how to do a European tie style that actually uses both color laces here. And we are going to go step by step through that. So if you are looking to mix and match your laces and utilize them, this is one style. We're also going to later on be releasing a video on the Court Purples and how I did a mix and match tie style in those as well. But today we're going to be using the royal blue laces with the black laces. Let's get started. All right, so when you unbox your Royal Toe Jordans, you will see that they have attached already the black lace. So depending on which color you want to basically be the color to start here, that's the one that you're going to lace in last so that it lays on top of the lace that you're covering. So I started with the black only because the blue kind of gets lost if it's blue on blue. And so that's why I tucked this blue underneath here, as you can see. And then I placed the black lace on top. And then as we lace through, you're going to see that we're going to go every other. So it's going to be the royal blue, the black, royal blue, black. And as opposed to how we tie in the US, I'm doing a straight across European tie. So I got this I got this inspiration actually from my YSL shoe, and this is exactly how they tied it here, but just with one lace color. So even if you don't want to do this with multiple colors, you can do this with one as seen here. But for my royal toes, I decided to utilize both laces. So since this is already started with the black, I'm actually going to pull this black lace out because once again, I want this black lace to lay on top of the blue lace because this kind of gets lost in here. So first things first is I am going to thread this through the top and into the bottom. And because this is actually the side, this is the side that I'm actually going to use threading through all the way to the top. So I want this lace to be longer than this lace, and currently this one's longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix that and just thread this back a little bit so that we have more lace going in on this side. Right, so we just want to make sure that this lace is nice and flat here so that when we put the black lace through, it goes nicely right on top of that layer. It's going to be a little snug when you're pulling it through because you are putting two laces through it. And this is actually going to be the lace that I'm going to be threading with the black side. So I want that lace to be longer. Thread the rest of this through on this side. Tight squeeze in there, but don't worry, it will fit through. Right, so now that we have that nice and flat, it's going to tighten both sides of this up, so that the black lace lays nicely on top of that. Voila. All right, so now we're gonna have two laces on each side. Once again, I want this side to be the longest length lace for the black, and that is because this is the side that we're threading. We're not going to be threading through this blue, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and tuck it behind the tongue so that we don't get confused as we're lacing through. And the same goes on this side. I'm going to hide this black lace because we are only going to be threading through the blue lace on this one. All right, so now let's get started. So we're going to lace first the blue, and we're going to thread this underneath the first hole above the two that we've already threaded through. And we're going underneath on this first loop. And you want to make sure that you're keeping that lace flat. Looks like we got a little twisted, which is often what will happen when you're tying. So just thread it through a bit more to flatten it out, making sure that's nice and tight. All right, now that we've threaded that through, what we are going to do is we're going to go straight across, and we're going to go down and thread it from the top of the hole this time, making sure that this is going to be a perfectly straight line when we thread it through. Okay, so that got a little twisted, which is easy. We'll just flatten that out. So now, as you can see, we've kind of started this nice flat straight across line here. And so next what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with the black lace from your left side. So once again, remember, first we go underneath. We're going to go to the next hole up, thread that underneath, making sure that lace is lying flat. And then we're going to go over, and then we're going to thread this through on the top, thread it underneath. All right, guys, this is looking great so far. So you can see how nice this is looking. We've got the every other going on. And then we're just going to go back again, starting with the blue lace, making sure to keep these laces underneath, making sure that stays flat. And once again, we are going to go underneath the next hole, threading that through. Even if it twists, we're just going to untwist that part of the lace, making sure it's flat. And we're going to go back over, keeping it straight again. And then we're going to go above this time the hole to thread it through. All right, looking good. This one came out from the back of the tongue. We want to make sure that stays back here and underneath. So if you forget to put those laces back behind the tongue, it can get really, really confusing. So keep those two back there. So this one, again, we're threading underneath, keeping that nice and flat. Your laces will always want to kind of twist on you, but it's easy to untwist them. But we do, for this specific style, want to keep the lace nice and flat. Even if you twist, maneuver that around. Nicely done right there. Go back underneath here. Going to the opposite hole. We're going to thread that through from underneath again. Nice and flat. Go across here. So above, and then thread it below. Same thing with black, continuing the same process. So depending on how far up the shoe you want to go, I'm actually going to go one more hole with these to this one below the top. I don't really like to go all the way up above with my shoes. It's just kind of preference, but it's up to you how tight or how loose you want it. Okay, so I've stopped here now, so I want to give you the option. You can either tie it very tight on this shoe, as you can see, or you can leave it loose, which is this option. If you do want to, tighten it, all you have to do is kind of go through each one of these and do this kind of zigzag movement here, and just doing this nice pulling technique, keeping the laces flat. That will allow you to tighten it all the way up. Do the same here with the blue, just doing this nice zigzag effect, pulling it one lace at a time. And this will allow you to tighten the laces. But I prefer doing a little bit looser only because it allows you to slip into the shoes a little bit easier. So now that we've done the European lace tie all the way up, every other color, I'm now going to show you what I'm going to do with the excess lace. All right, so the Jordan 1s have this nice leather compartment here where I like to pull through the excess laces. So we're just going to pull through the excess laces here, and I'm going to combine each side. So first I'm going to pull through this right side, and we're going to go through the back here. And this is actually going to keep your laces in place, so not like moving all around your shoe, which can be pretty annoying. So now that we've pulled that side through, we're now going to take this left side, pull these two laces through. Oh, it's a bit toasty in here, so my hands are slipping. Come on. Got that one. Right. Now, one last one. The blue one here. Thread that last one through. Come on, you can make it. Got it. Okay. So as you can see, I've got all these laces pulled back here. So now I'm just going to kind of pull it back like so. And then we're actually just going to make a nice little tie here. Bow tie both of these together. I'm going to do it one more time. And then you're just going to tuck this behind the shoe. Voila! There you have it. A European multi-lace tie for the Air Jordan 1 Retro Royal Toe shoes. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this tie, if you have another interest in seeing some of my other shoe tie jobs that I've done with multi-laces, this is just an option. If you like it, give it a like. If you don't, that's okay. We all have different preferences. I just want to give you guys some other options to being different and tying your shoes in a unique way. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this a like and comment and hit that notification if you want to be alerted for when my next video is.